News OK's Press Row with the Oklahomans Barry Tramel and Jenni Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
I'm Barry Tramel, and the most impressive thing I saw at the red-white game Saturday in Norman was the backup quarterback.
I'm going to go with a guy that's already a star that I saw during the orange-white game on Saturday. Justin Blackmon, very impressive. From the Opelka Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Press Row is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Barry, you were in Norman. I was in Stillwater. We both got to see some guys that we haven't seen in a while, and some we've never seen. You like the backup quarterback.
Well, Drew Allen was very sharp, very solid, very impressive. Everybody came to see Blake Bell, the young stud who's been sort of appointed by Sooner Nation as the eventual replacement for Landry Jones. But listen, folks, Drew Allen's the better quarterback right now, and it's not close. Allen looked very solid. He looked like a guy that could step in if need be for Landry Jones this season and do very well. So we sort of saw an end to the number 2 quarterback derby, and it's clear that Drew Allen is the man. What also is interesting to me is Drew Allen and Blake Bell look a lot alike. I'm talking about in the face, in uniform too, but in the face, you sort of have to do a double take and say, hey, is that Allen or is that Blake Bell? So Drew Allen is a very impressive physical specimen. Big, tall, strapping guy, has a good arm. I think the Oklahoma quarterback future appears to be pretty solid.
Yeah, we got to see some backup quarterbacking in Stillwater as well. Clint Shelf, I thought he was clearly the number 2 guy in Stillwater. He had that role going into the spring, and from all signs, he's that guy. Johnny Deaton, J.W. Walsh. I don't think they're quite there yet. If Brandon Whedon were to need a backup, I think Shelf's the guy. But to me, the most impressive player I saw, it was Justin Blackmon. Here's a guy that is thinking about leaving for the NFL, had the most serious case to jump to the pros, would have been looking forward to the NFL draft. Instead, he's in Stillwater playing in the spring game, and he looked like he was ready to go now for a September game. I thought that really said something about where his head was, where his focus is. I think he's going to have another fantastic year. Maybe numbers-wise, you can't duplicate what he did a year ago, but frankly, I thought that was the most impressive thing I saw on Saturday.
Well, I think what the offense we saw at Oklahoma State certainly encouraging. 49-46 game. Dana Holgerson's offense appears to Dana's gone, but his offense appears to be right on track with Todd Monken. In Norman, I thought the defense was very solid, and the guy that was most impressive was Aaron Colvin, the soon-to-be sophomore who was a freshman cornerback last year, filled in at times and played very well, moved to strong safety this year and is a budding star. He was all over the field. He was the best player on the field Saturday. He's a great indicator of all this young talent that Bob Stoops talks about in that freshman class. The Sooners have a bunch of really good football players at a young age. Aaron Colvin near the top of the list.
If Aaron Colvin is of that ilk, wow, he's going to be fantastic. On the defensive side in Stillwater, some of the stars were out. Markel Martin, most notably, out with injury, got to some knee stuff taken care of, or shoulder stuff, just minor stuff, keeping him out of the spring. No big deal. He'll be back in the fall. Biggest hitter, though, for the Cowboys, not in the game, but yet you saw a Cowboy defense that came up with turnovers, that scored some touchdowns of their own. Yeah, there were a lot of points scored, but it's sort of same old, same old. Looks like we're going back to what we saw in 2010 with the Cowboy defense being opportunistic when they can be, may give up some yards, may give up some points, but they've got an offense that looks like it's going to be pretty good, and a defense that looks like it's going to ball hawk a little bit and go after turnovers when they can. May give up, again, a lot of points, a lot of yards, but at the end of the day, I think we're in for some pretty good football come fall. September can't get here fast enough. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.